My name's Elroy. I'm a steward with the Minnesota Association of Professional Employees. I'm here today to talk about a bullying environment where I had a chance to work with employees in bettering their environment and working closely with management to hopefully sustain the change that's already began. Employees came to me expressing some concerns that they had with their supervisor. So I started meeting one-on-one with current members of the unit, previous members that are no longer in the unit, and other employees that work directly with the supervisor in other ways. And I also work closely with the business agent for our local, who really helped in defining how we can move forward in different ways, thinking outside of the box. I started working on really putting out clear communication about what our intentions were in regards to meeting with them. I didn't want to coax or bait them for their answers. I really wanted to remain open-minded about this and talk to them about what their personal experiences were without me adding any input to it. I started analyzing their responses. Some of those issues were lack of trust through favorable treatment to employees, to certain employees, as well as bullying tactics such as being very abrasive with employees, chastising employees in public, and other areas like that. We decided that the next best thing to do was to issue a survey. We wanted to get things in writing and identify trends among the employees, so that way we can show specific information to management, because in the end, that's what we also decided was the next best step after the survey. I started organizing their responses. From there, I really thought that that would be what would drive the change, as management will see the employees are having these issues, they're the ones presenting this to us, and wow, we need to make a change. Our strategy would be then, first of all, to develop a partnership with management. And we really wanted them to see this as something productive that's going to be better for everybody. We wanted to convey that through positive changes, then there's going to be positive impacts to the division, for the supervisor, of course for the employees. We also wanted to build on the positive things that the supervisor was doing. Once we prepared employees, then we actually set up the meeting with management. And that meeting included the human resources director, the division director, the co-director who the supervisor directly reported to, the business agent from the union, myself as a steward, and then also the 4 employees we identified and prepared for the meeting. And from there I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that the employees that were there to express themselves were taking a huge risk by doing so. So I wanted management to make a commitment that there was going to be no retaliation, and that no retaliation would be accepted by the supervisor. I think that this really helped because it not only highlighted the things that we were going in there to work on improving, but also the things that were being done well. And they actually thanked me for providing that to them. And we also summarized then the suggestions for improvements that the employees had. At that point, it was discussing that we were going to perform a 3-month follow-up with them and let them know how the supervisor was doing. From there, management expressed their commitment to having sustained change and improved work environment for the employees. And they also invited the employees to come and talk to them. They created an open door for employees to come and work with them directly, which I think was valuable. Fortunately, we saw a lot of good change happening during that follow-up, and the feedback was very direct. And by sharing those sort of specifics, management was then able to go back and follow up with the supervisor after receiving that, and it contributed towards even more improvements. Staff were working so cohesively together that they were even developing their own plan on how to communicate with the supervisor to have that issue resolved. Through these successes, I believe employees really grew a sense of empowerment, that they're no longer victims of the supervisor's bullying ways, but that actually if they work together, that they can get lasting results. We had a plan, we stuck to it, we were well prepared, and we executed it in a great way that was effective for everyone that was involved.